I got me some chicken wings. Look guys, as soon as I saw this chicken at Publix, I was like, pardon? So I literally just got back from grocery shopping and I thought it would be a fun idea to just unpack with you guys so you can see the kind of food that I'm eating right now, because I think if you've been following me on Instagram and watching my Insta story, you will see that I said like a couple of months ago, I think it was, that I was gonna start eating healthy. I just feel like, you know, as you get older, it's just the wiser thing to do as opposed to just eating all this junk food and then potentially suffering from all kinds of health issues in the future. I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, I have been cultivating the habit of eating healthier. It hasn't been, well, it actually has been easier than I thought. What I was gonna say is literally going to the grocery store and, you know, having to look at the labels now and all that type of stuff. It's not exactly something that I'm used to. It's not something that I find fun because it can be quite demoralizing when you go into the store and you just want to like get your favorite stuff and then you read the labels and you're just like, wait, what's going on? You see stuff like, you know, added sugar, high sodium, like just different things that you know that are just going to cause you issues in the future. So yeah, I just had to be really careful with that. And yeah, that's definitely been the downer because there's so many things that I really love eating that I can't eat anymore because I just know the issues that it could cause in the future, and I just don't think it's worth it anymore. You know, I used to get away with it all the time, and I used to say to myself, you know what, like my body's always going to fight for me. I'm going to eat what I want. I don't want to think about what I'm eating. Like that has always been my mentality. But then now I'm just like, yo, it's over time. You know, when you look back, you don't want to think to yourself, you really could have done better, you know? So I'm just doing the needful now, and I figured I will share my grocery shopping with you. So this is what it looks like now. I've tried to make it still, you know, cater. I wanted to cater to my palate still. I still want to enjoy my food. Like that's paramount to me. There gotta be some kind of compromise, you know? So yeah, let's go for it. Not me starting with the slightly unhealthy stuff, but yeah. I kept seeing this naan bread ad on TV and I was like, you know what, like I saw it so many times that I was like, I have to have it. I just want to try it. So I'm not really, you know, I have actually cut out carbs from my diet, especially processed carbs I have, but then I'm just gonna figure out like a really healthy / interesting way to eat this, you know, just to make it a bit more balanced. So yeah, naan bread, that typically goes here. Then, of course, as an African woman, even if you're Caribbean, you can relate, absolutely cannot survive without Scotch bonnet. Like, let's be so serious. So, next up, we have our chicken. I've got my boneless chicken breast. So I think obviously this is perfect for your salads, for you know, like the naan bread that I just put in the cupboard, or just something simple, something light. I love to have my chicken breast with maybe like noodles, you know, like maybe I'll just do a little bit of a stir fry and then just dice my chicken breast and then put it in my stir fry. So again, as an African, or if you're Caribbean or you're Black American, you will understand, like we need to have our chicken. We need to have our chicken. Broccoli, fun fact, broccoli. Oh. Fun fact, broccoli is my favorite vegetable, so of course, can't go wrong with some broccoli. So I got some avocado. I absolutely love me some avocado. This is obviously perfect for maybe guacamole, or you know, if you just want to have like one of my favorite things to eat for breakfast is like toasted wheat bread with avocado and then some tomatoes on it, and then just sprinkle a bit of basil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and oh, literally one of my favorite things to eat. So yes, avocado for that purpose. I love me some sushi, and I actually do really like Publix sushi, so I figured that I might as well treat myself to that. Just a little bit of sushi, can't go wrong. So yeah, got that. I got me some edamame. Love edamame, and I've never actually bought edamame from the grocery store before, but I just figured why not, you know, like might as well try it. And then I checked the nutrition facts, and it seems okay. Like there's nothing crazy here. Like sodium's low. Yeah, it seems fine. And I mean, edamame is a fantastic vegetable. So yeah, got me some edamame. I got me some chicken wings. Look, guys, as soon as I saw this chicken at Publix, I was like, pardon? Absolutely. Even the cashier, she was like, whoa, that's some really well-seasoned chicken. I was like, yes, exactly. That's the reason why I'm buying it. Like, it looks so well-seasoned. Of course, I know I'm probably gonna have to sprinkle a little bit more on there just to bring that flavor out. I typically eat sweet potato now, but then I do love me some Irish potatoes. So I figured I'd only get a few and then just have it as part of a really balanced diet. For example, again, broccoli or some other vegetable, and then a protein, and then yeah, just one potato. The healthier option is obviously sweet potato, so yeah. This is salmon. Love, love, love salmon, so I figured, of course, I'm gonna buy it. And then, for whatever reason, I got myself some more chicken wings. Like, I don't know why I did this. Like, I honestly didn't need extra chicken wings because I do have the, what's that American thing called? Like, Publix, they do it really well. Mardi Gras, I think it's called. Like, there's really well-seasoned chicken wings from Publix. I got those as well. So I actually didn't need these chicken wings. These could have waited till next month or something, but it's fine. Can stay in my fridge, no issue. I got flour. Now, this is not ordinary flour. I got whole wheat flour because I love pancakes. And I didn't even know that this was a thing. I didn't know this was a thing until I was like, you know what? Like, if they've got whole wheat bread, surely they've got whole wheat flour, you know? So I checked, and I mean, I have checked a few times in the past, but this was the first time that I've actually seen it. So I checked, found it, and I was like, oh yes, absolutely. Processed flour is not really ideal. And I feel like whole wheat flour is a better alternative, especially if you're a pancake lover like me. So here we are. I got bananas, so I only got 4 because I'm literally one of those people that will buy bananas and just watch them spoil. So I'm gonna try my best to eat these because I don't know why I do this, but I typically get bananas for my smoothies. But then because I have so much variety, like it really depends on what I'm craving or what I feel like for breakfast. So if I don't feel like a smoothie, then the bananas suffer. So, but I got them anyway. Hopefully I can finish them. Here are the chicken wings I was talking about. I don't know what they call, but I think it's called Mardi Gras. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but they just taste amazing, guys. Like the seasoning. Here we go. Ooh. Can you see how good that looks? I love this apple juice because it has no added sugars, and then I love to see a lot of zeros, you know, when I'm looking at the nutrition facts. So I see 0 saturated fat, 0 trans fat, cholesterol is 0, sodium is 0. So it's really just apple, like it's freshly squeezed apple juice, and I do love me some apple juice. So this is what I consider to be my little cheat. And yeah, this is like my favorite apple juice, to be honest. Like, it just tastes really good, and it was on sale today. It was buy one get one free, so I was like, might as well. I ran out of butter, and I was really happy because I feel like butter is really unhealthy, and Americans love butter because butter makes everything taste better. There's no lies, you know. But then I just wanted to like try something healthier. And you know, I was a bit skeptical about buying butter today, and then I discovered this brand called Country Crock plant butter, and it has avocado oil in it. And I was like, oh, okay, plant butter, that's interesting. So I read it, and they said, we crafted this delicious plant butter made with ingredients like avocado oil. It cooks and tastes like butter, even butter loves it. And I was like, oh, okay. So if it cooks and tastes like butter, that's amazing. So I read the ingredients, and I was like, okay, this is, you know, healthy. They basically use, it's like a blend of plant-based oil to create this. And I'm like, okay, here you go, in case you want to get it. So I haven't had this in a very long time. I love it so much with bagels, but TMI, the bagels were giving me constipation. So I had to let that go. This was like last year when I was in my, I don't care what I eat phase. But yeah, I just figured I might as well just treat myself to Philadelphia's cream cheese, accompanying it with wheat bagels as opposed to the regular bagels. Put a little bit of smoked salmon on there and ooh, another delicious breakfast option. I've got some apples because this is another snack that I absolutely love. I just think it hits the spot without you having to eat things you don't have any business eating. So, love apples. Sometimes I just have them peeled and that's it. Or, you know, I might accompany them with a little bit of peanut butter, not too much. And yeah, it just always does the job. I'm not usually a noodles slash spaghetti fan. I'm just typically a rice fan. Oh my God, I forgot to buy rice. Anyway, I'm typically a rice fan, but then I cooked something recently that was just absolutely delicious. It was like a stir-fry noodle with, like, you know, I put red peppers, I put broccoli, I put egg, I put prawns, sometimes chicken, and oh goodness, it tasted so good. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'm hooked. So I typically do that with Indomie, but then again, Indomie is not that healthy, so I was like, I need a healthier alternative. And I discovered that there's a whole grain option for spaghetti. So I was like, okay, cool, let me get into it. So here we are. Almond milk, I really love almond milk. I just love the taste of it. I don't like full fat milk, I don't like semi-skim milk. I don't like milk, you know. I used to when I was younger, but then when I started to understand how milk is processed and, you know, just all the negative PR that milk has got over the years, I was just like, you know what, I don't want milk in my life. So yeah, almond milk is a fantastic alternative and it just hits the spot every single time. I got it unsweetened because we don't need that extra sugar. And yeah, next up are my favorite fruits of all time. Grapes, cherries, and kiwis, which I didn't buy because they were sold out. But yeah, these two, chokehold every single day of the year. Love me some cherries and grapes. So yeah, this is me confessing. So I got the bagels, even though I shouldn't have, but you know, these are like a healthy alternative. They're rich in fiber and they've got a lot of seeds on them too. So yeah, healthy seeds. And yeah, I just think, you know, just a little indulgence. And it says good source of fiber, no high fructose, corn syrup, or artificial sweeteners. And I think that's great, you know, because most of them always have all of those things in abundance, and we don't need that. And then again, read the nutrition facts, and it was relatively okay, you know. Just 2 grams of added sugar, which is not terrible. And yeah, the sesame seeds and everything makes it worthwhile. This is a fun fact. I do not like bread on a normal day. Mainly, there's a reason. I loved bread when I was in London, especially Hovis bread. That's like literally the only bread I eat. But then when I moved to Nigeria, there was literally no bread that competed with Hovis bread. So it put me off bread, especially because there was always this margarine taste, like this margarine aftertaste in Nigerian bread that I just didn't like. So I just went off bread completely and I just stopped eating it altogether. Unless it was in a sandwich, for example, and then that was it. But on its own or any, I just didn't like bread. You know? But then I discovered whole grain wheat bread, and it was a game changer. Now I absolutely love bread again because I love the grains and the seeds and this bread, and I just think it tastes really good. And yeah, when you accompany it with, for example, you know, avocado or, you know, some tomatoes and stuff, mwah, amazing, tastes fantastic. I wouldn't have it any other way. So yes, I am a bread lover. I mean, I've got 2 of them, so that says a lot. So yeah, but then I got me some okra. When I was at the store, I was like, I had to change how it's pronounced because, you know, if you say okra to an American, they'll be like, what are you talking about? Sorry, that was my wannabe New York accent. But in America, they call it okra. And even when I said it to the guy, he still didn't know what I was talking about. He was like, we don't have okra. And I'm like, no, I said okra. And then I had to be like, okra? And he was like, oh, you mean okra? I'm like, okay, whatever you call it. But yeah, of course I love me some okra. Like, it tastes really good. Obviously, when I make stew, for example, and I just feel like having something different, of course I'm gonna put my okra in my stew. And I got me some cheese that I don't need. Like, I don't know why I got this cheese because I actually have cheese in my fridge. 1, 2, I'm trying to reduce the amount of cheese that I eat because I just don't think it's necessary to consume as much cheese as I do because I do love cheese. But then because I got that naan bread, I just started coming up with all these fancy ideas of like the kind of meals I wanted to create with the naan bread. So I was like, I'm gonna need some cheese for that. So here we are. And here's my smoked salmon. I promised myself that I was only gonna get a little bit because the sodium content is actually quite high, I can't lie. But yeah, this is literally for my bagels and my cream cheese, and I just wanted to justify it by getting a bit of salmon, so. Okay, back to the healthy stuff. So I got some tomatoes. I love like these tomatoes are just so good. They're just so juicy, they're sweet, and they just taste really, really nice. And yeah, I typically have these, as I said earlier, with my wheat bread and some avocado. It's just the perfect combination. And yeah, I don't really have it with anything else. I think it just works perfectly for that. This is, again, another one of my favorite vegetables, and you just can't go wrong with it. I love spinach for like salads. Sometimes I'll put spinach in my smoothies, or you know, in my egg. It just depends, but I love spinach. Spinach goes with a lot of things, and it's just super, super healthy. Again, good for your digestive system. And yeah, I really love spinach. Spinach tastes amazing with olive oil. So if you're making a salad and you're done with your salad, the dressing should always be olive oil. You can put a bit of balsamic vinegar in there as well, but olive oil always does it for me, with a bit of black pepper. Yeah, we're good to go every time. Here's my sweet potato. I've kind of touched on the benefits of this. I think sweet potato is the healthier alternative to Irish potatoes or russet potatoes. Yeah, but here we have some red pepper. I mean, they need no introduction, darling. So typically what I get is they have this Oreo yogurt that I just absolutely love. It's just so delicious. But when I picked it up and I looked at the added sugar content, it said, I think it was like 17 grams, and I'm just like, yo, Beverly, this can no longer be justified. So I figured that if I wasn't gonna get that, I should treat myself to a healthier alternative. And then I found this, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll get this. And yeah, I've never tried it before, but I'm very curious. I think it's gonna be really, really nice. I hope so anyway. But yeah, here it is. Can't go wrong with garlic. Absolutely love me some garlic. It goes perfectly well with almost everything savory. Got plantain. Cannot go wrong with plantain. I don't know why they look like this, because I promise you they didn't look like this when I bought them. This is abominable. At the time of purchase, they were all like, what color were they? Just ripening. Like they were barely yellow. And now they turned black. I'm so confused by that. So weird. But and it's funny because when you press them, they're still quite hard, which means they're not even ripe. Yeah, so why are they black? But anyway, yeah, love plantain, can't go wrong with plantain. So yeah, these were like, how much were they? $5 for $4? Wait, no, 4 for $5. Egg. So I eat a lot of egg, which is why I got a bigger crate. But I typically get organic egg, you know, just organic, and yeah, it's just, I just prefer it because I watched a documentary, and when they were talking about eggs and I don't even want to get into it, but when they were talking about eggs, I was deeply disturbed. And as a result of that, I was like, from now on, I'm getting organic eggs, and I'm reading the labels, and I'm making sure that they're completely healthy. But anyway, yeah, the reason why I didn't get my organic eggs today was because they were sold out. So it snowed a few days ago, and everyone just went into panic mode apparently, and just bought out the whole of Publix. Come on guys, it snowed for one day. But anyway, so as a result of that, I couldn't find the eggs I normally buy, so I got stuck with these. Just a one-time purchase, won't be buying them again, but yeah, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with this brand, but you know, it was just that documentary, it just did it for me, so I'm not interested. Yeah, that's basically what I got. So this is my grocery shopping in a nutshell. I did get me some mixed nuts because that's like my only snack right now. I don't eat my usual Lay's chips or crisps. And I don't eat my pretzels, which is like my #1 for me. I don't eat those anymore, which is just so sad, man. Like I saw it at Publix today, like the specific pretzels brand that I love. Like just thinking about it is even stressing me out, but I saw it and it was so hard for me not to reach for it. But I was like, you know what? It's not worth it, Beverly. It's genuinely not worth it. So the only thing I snack on now are just mixed nuts, and that's it. And that's just wild to me because I'm such a snack fiend. I'm such a junk food lover. So yeah, this transition is like very interesting, but it's been worth it. Like I've been seeing the benefits of doing it on my body. I've also been seeing the benefits on just how I feel, like my entire well-being, and I think it's just worth it for that reason. And that's it essentially. So this was me just sharing my grocery shopping with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you kind of like have any thoughts or any suggestions, please leave a comment in the section, in the comment section. Guys, look, I'm new to YouTube, so bear with me. But questions, I don't know what, like, I'm more than happy to answer. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye guys.